Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. How are you today? Well, welcome to my show. This is dedicated to the men that's 30 years and plus, American men, raised by individuals and fathers that were in the Vietnam War and any kind of war that's in their timeline. I want you to throw everything out the window that you have learned from your father, from your mother. You have to retract. A couple of things happened during that time for them to have that same state of mind frame. You got that? I'm not here to downplay anything that happened. I'm just saying that the women are the new Oprah Winfreys. There are women here now that wants to work. They want to provide for their family. They want their own money. They want their own things. They have goals. Their goals are not to get the biggest penis in their bodies anymore. Or whatever the goals was in the past, but I've seen both. I've seen both right now, actually. I've seen women that want to get the biggest penises in their bodies. She wants to achieve that. Some of them want to have the biggest penis in their throat. Some of them want to do some things in their anal section. I'm talking about the ones that actually want to do something in office. You know, we got one that wants to be the president of the United States. She can possibly be the first woman president of the United States of America. Now, this is what happened. There are positions that were taken during the wars. The Vietnam War was from 1955 to 1975. At that time, a woman had to be at home with her children, taking care of her children. So this single motherhood, single parent home thing has started a long time ago. It started during war. I'm gonna retract that for a reason. I want you to ponder on that for a minute. During 1955 to 1975 was the Vietnam War. Women were left home with their children. And I will say it again, single parenthood has begun a long time prior. So during that time frame, 1967, Lyndon Johnson's affirmative action has been passed. 64, Civil Rights Act. 73, Roe versus Wade. Look them up, please. Just look them up. At that time, things have occurred. These gentlemen are not the same. You know, your dad taught you to provide for your woman, take care of your children. Or nowadays, it's a little bit different. What I'm saying is a lot of men are expecting the same women that their father had at the time. But no, we have the new Oprah Winfreys. We have women that want to be successful in everything. Even porn stars want to be successful. They want to own their own porn company. Think about it. One of the richest women is a black woman. Not saying that it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is, it's a new thing. We have a lesbian host on a TV show. Very popular. Very popular by women that stays home and take care of children. Not saying they're lesbians. What I'm saying is that they can identify in some way, shape, and form. This is the new Oprah Winfrey. Were you aware at a time in that same timeline of Vietnam that couples were not capable of wearing contraceptive while having sex? Yeah, it's a lot of things has happened. So for you to have the same mind frame of your fathers and sometimes your mothers, that a woman is looking for the same thing she was looking back then, it's fucking impossible. Because they're not enduring the same thing that they endured back then. So the women of today, you're going to have to be a little bit different with them and not expect them or down talk the women that do want her own. I don't know if you men are being breeded weaker, but I think you need to be breeded more open-minded. Because if you use your common sense, and I heard lately that common sense isn't common, if you utilize your common sense, you will understand that things are different than it was before. At one time, there was a problem with racial couples walking down the street holding hands. How? When you see it today, you're like, it's normal. Back then, it wasn't. I say this to say it again, that to get more from what you're looking for in this woman that you desire is to be more open-minded. Please do not put down the woman that is getting her own, working for it, taking care of her children, taking care of her business. She's looking for something different from you. May not be the penis. It could be the penis, but it may not. A partnership is what they're calling it nowadays. It's side by side. It's 50-50. I heard it the other day. It's supposed to be 100-100. Whatever percentage you want to utilize is up to you. What we're saying is that it's even. It's an even scale. It's an even give and take. You just have to be open-minded. Yeah. That's basically, to summarize what I'm talking about. It's just, what we're seeing is a lot of individuals, a lot of people. Their marriages are not working, but I think the expectancy is different than it was back then. And you can't have the mentality of 1960s and 70s with the 2013, 2014, 2016 women. And 2015, I think I skipped that also. The mentality has to be what it is right now, what's going on right now. Again, many things occurred. I think some men are feeling a little bit vulnerable, that they don't have anything to offer, and their dad told them, you have to provide for your family. Now she's providing for the family. You have to take care of the kids. Well, shit, she's been doing that for many years now. You have to be a leader. Well, she's a leader in the boardroom. And then the other women that's 70 or 60 years of age will tell these women, hey, you have to let your men lead. But these are different women in a different time. At that time, you could not lead, ma'am. You wore only skirts and no jeans, ma'am. I'm just being brutally honest. Is that okay? Well, that was the end of my show. I appreciate you tuning in. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Sorry for the loud background. I try to do it as, everywhere I go and when the thoughts come by. I appreciate you listening and keep listening. Please subscribe to me. Say your comments if you want to. It's much appreciated. And I'm out.